What is Magic's worst card? This question has been asked thousands of times, and today I'm going to attempt to answer it. The first card that came to my mind was One with Nothing. It is a black spell that discards your whole hand, but it's also the single best madness outlet in the whole game, so it's clearly not the worst card. Okay, so then I thought, what about a card like Invisibility? It's not a bad card, but it has strictly better versions of itself, making it irrelevant. But it's still not a bad card, just a card with better versions of itself. So then I thought maybe the worst card is a card that's banned or restricted in every constructed format, making it unplayable. But then I realized by that logic Black Lotus is the worst card, and that's not even close to true. So then maybe the worst card is actually Valakut Invoker. It's a 3-drop creature with an 8 mana ability that says, for 8 colorless mana, deal 3 damage to any target. That is an ability that Lightning Bolt does for 1. But then I realized if you have infinite mana, then you can kill your opponents with that ability, so it's not the worst card. And then the last card that came to my mind was Tibalt the Fiend-Blooded, the worst Planeswalker to ever see print. And while it's true that it's by far the worst Planeswalker, it's not the worst Magic card. No, if we want to find the worst Magic card, we need to make a list of all the things that it needs to have to be bad. 1, it needs to harm yourself, like One with Nothing. 2, it needs to cost too much, like Valakut Invoker. 3, it needs to have some form of randomness, like Tibalt the Fiend-Blooded. And 4, it needs to have a strictly better version of itself, like Invisibility does. Thus, my contender for the worst Magic card ever is Shinka Gatekeeper. It is a 3/2 for 3 that says, whenever Shinka Gatekeeper is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to you. Does it harm yourself? Yes. Does it have some amount of randomness if your opponent was to deal damage to it or buff their creature after you blocked with it? And yes, it does. Does it cost too much mana? There are many other creatures with similar abilities that also cost less. So yes, it does cost too much mana. And lastly, does it have strictly better versions of itself? Yes, many.